Now everybody, this is definitely not any 747. Yes everybody, in today's video let's talk about the top secret E-4B Boeing plane, the Doomsday plane of the United States of America, the current night watch aircraft. Well, we know if the president ever flies this plane, then the US is in serious trouble. It is part of the National Emergency Airborne Command Post program. Basically, it is a flying Pentagon in case war breaks out and the president is not safe on the ground. This plane would fly the president up into the air. It can survive a nuclear explosion. As you can tell, it doesn't have windows. It doesn't, accept radiation. It has defense mechanisms like flares. Can't be shot down easily at all. And together with the Secretary of Defense and successors, the President of the United States can actually launch a nuclear missile from aboard this plane. Everybody, yes, the Night Watch plane. 4 of these were built in real life. The famous story goes that there's always an E-4B out there that's ready for takeoff. Within 8 minutes, one engine is already running. Yes, 24/7. Right now, there is an E-4B engine running, so that in case Flywings ever brings out another aircraft, the president is safe. And well, we finally now have the top secret plane added into the X-Plane Flight Simulator. Well, at least we had on the Sim Market store a day ago. The very interesting Boeing E-4B plane was released for 47 euros here for X-Plane 11. Of course, when I saw this, immediately bought it for this pretty high price, a bit of a too high price perhaps. Interestingly enough, it was like an hour after that it was taken off the store. This thing is not available anymore. You guys cannot buy this at all at this point. I think this is because of copyright issues that were going on. Yes, indeed. This plane is truly top secret. In fact, I'm the only person who's bought it. Everybody, this will be an interesting journey. I hope you guys can all see that it says United States of America. How can you develop a plane and not even get United right? Why? Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, this is beautifully resembling the E-4B just yet. We've got this huge bump here. We know this from airliners. It has Wi-Fi antennas. So this is a bit more than just Wi-Fi that does. No, this plane can do a whole lot, most of which we aren't even aware of, the public. Yeah, let's get into the cockpit here and we can clearly tell, well, what plane is this? Of course, it is the 747-200. Yes, as high-tech as this plane is, it is still based off the 200 from the 80s. And as you can see, it still seems to work pretty well. I mean, we have a 747-200 by Felis for the flight simulator, and we've flown that before. It was an interesting journey, obviously. So that actually looks pretty good, nothing to be worried about. This is a totally perfectly flying plane. We at least do have a little bit of screens here. I don't think it's how it looks in real life. We've got literal Kim Jong-un here. I think that's what he looks like. Anyway, this is actually looking okay. I mean, I paid $50 for this. This is way too overpriced. Something we can do actually is take a proper inside tour of the windowless 747. Yes, the only windows on this plane are indeed the windshields, and those are actually covered by mesh, like a microwave, which isn't really shown here at all. Anyway, let's take a look, everybody. We've got some bunk beds. No, what they didn't do here is get some luxury. This is about survival of the country. The Air Force One, of course, is a whole lot more luxurious. Anyway, let's get down the stairs here. Very 747. We can see some more stuff. This, I guess, where the president would sit and drink coffee. And here we've got some more stuff. This is some proper commanding unit. Oh, this is his exit. Oh, interesting. We can go outside the plane. That is a bit unrealistic, perhaps. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it's a single developer who made this. Kind of put in some work, but it isn't really 50 euros worth of work. Anyway, we've got some more tables here. You can talk, and this is another commanding unit, which is completely failed to load. And we've got the tail of the plane, which we can look out of. I don't think that's supposed to be. Yeah, it's a really interestingly compiled cabin. And here I've got a model where I've completely removed the fuselage of the plane. Here we can see a bit better. Hold on, let's get down here. I think this is where the president will actually go to. Looks a bit more nice. And we've got the front door to the nose. Very interesting. Again, this is not not that easy to rebuild this plane. Of course, it doesn't have at all the capabilities the 747 E4B has in real life. We can see a map like in geography class. Of course, the source is listed here too. Copyright 22. I think that was actually the thing that brought this plane down, right? Really? Is the map the problem here? Great. Anyway, we've got a phone here. Got Zulu time. This is actually really nicely done considering... All right, you know what? I paid 50 euros. I kind of expect that. I expected a little bit more even. I mean, what the hell is this? Anyway, this has been a little bit of a tour through this expensive E4B. I mean, expensive is kind of an E4B thing. This is probably the most expensive plane to operate per hour. More than $150,000 does it cost. While this plane back in the 1980s itself cost $250 million. Or $230 million? Which back in the 80s was a lot of money. That's like $1 billion these days. So but it's time to now take this for a flight. Welcome to Palma de Mallorca Airport here. We flew with a 747, but not the E4B, definitely. I mean, the E4B definitely has seen the world. Of course, it follows around the president wherever he goes or she. Of course, the war can break out at any time. It might be time to take off anyway. Come on. I mean, the 747 is known as a plane that can pretty much fly anywhere as well. Let me take off here with the park and break off. You know, the cockpit definitely isn't all that bad. What do you think? Yeah, there we go. Very high power. I'm pretty sure this plane is incredibly heavy, especially considering the bump and all that stuff. Oh God, why is this taking off so quickly? That's a bit scary of a takeoff rate. There we go. Nice. This big thing with all the sensors it's got has taken off. What I find so strange is, well, I mean, this thing can survive a nuclear war, but what happens if a bird strike comes in and stuff like that? I mean, honestly, it doesn't have special engines or anything. I think that's the best way to attack the president. There we go. Death number one. Really hard to fill 4 engines. This thing can fly. They're pretty much forever. That's like another thing this plane can do in real life, and that is refuel. Mid-air refueling is no problem at all. There we go. Come on. More birds. Yes. Here we go. Some more engines have failed. What happens if all the engines fail? Yes. Yeah, now fuel isn't the issue for sure. It's the fire. Already the president is in danger and only Jesus can help him. I mean, you know, this is kind of cool. I mean, it still has the plane's vulnerabilities. I mean, a bird can do damage, but still, that's probably the toughest plane ever made. Something it can't do here in the flight simulator either is actually shoot the flares. So this thing actually will die in the event of a missile coming at it. I mean, check out all these F4 Phantoms, all these Russian planes. Oh no. You know, there's one following us right behind us. Uh-oh, things looking absolutely bad. I mean, okay, we have literally lost all our engines here. Even the instruments are dead. Please, oh God, we're about to literally crash. He's right behind us. Oh, he's actually missed. That's actually interesting. Did you just see that? He's actually shot a missile here. We can see him here. He's actually not hitting us. Well, how can that be? How is he hitting? No, come on. Stop missing. Please enter a misery. Oh, I just want to show that this add-on is absolutely stupid and doesn't actually at all have the features that the E4B has at all. What the hell is this video? I really don't know. I'm a bit disappointed in you, F4 Phantom. Hello. We're not about to crash here. Good landing. Somebody, God bless you, United States of America. Everybody, the E4B, a great plane, and we've got some lags here in the flight simulator. It's gonna be horrible in the video. You might want to try taking off here at St. Bartholomew Airport. Nothing to be worried about. Come on, let's take off. No issues at all. Yes, of course. If the president ever goes to St. Barth, the E4B has to follow along as well, and so it does. Clearly, everybody. Oh, the FPS is horrible. So, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this United States of America video. I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. Now, thank you very much to my highly supporting members like Jamie Ashton, Mike C, James Duram, Ragings, Met RLG, Matt Van Z, Moritz, Bellhausen, Knots Enthusiast, Shadow, New York, Ryland Williams, Kelly Chaos, John O'Brien, and I'm addicted to Airbus A380s. Thank you.